Hey everybody, this is Jason with Bushcraft Survival Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about 10 things you're doing wrong while you're deer hunting. Number 1, smoking cigarettes. You may not think that the deer can smell the cigarettes or chewing tobacco, but I'll guarantee you, no big buck is going to walk up to that. You might get a doe, a fawn, button buck, spike, but you're not going to get a nice mature doe or a mature buck if you're smoking and chewing. I have had the best of luck. I'm a cigarette smoker too. I can't lie. I'm not here to shame anybody. I've made the mistake myself. But I've had the most wildlife approach me. Not just deer, squirrels, rabbits, everything. It just seems like when I don't smoke, I have had the most success hunting white-tailed deer when I'm not smoking a cigarette, when I am sitting in the deer stand, and I'm not making a sound, I'm not fumbling through my pockets, I'm just staring and listening for that ch-ch, ch-ch, ch-ch. The second thing you're doing wrong, you're not listening for the birds and the squirrels. Birds will sound off like an alarm when something is approaching, walking through, and squirrels get mad and they got that. Most of the time when you hear that and it's aggressive from a squirrel, there's something underneath the tree that they're sitting in. They may be 100 yards away, but still something is walking through the woods. And if you remain dead silent, you may have a shot at it. The third thing you're doing wrong, you're not descenting your clothes. The best descent I've ever used was mud. I washed my clothes in the washer. I dried them in the dryer. No, of course, no fabric softener or anything. And then I just kind of put that mud all over me, on my skin, around my neck and everything. And it seems to be the best scent off in the world. Nothing blocks your scent more than dirt. The fourth thing you're doing wrong, one of the most important things you can do when you step in the woods, is you can rattle the leaves all day long. Deer and other animals are completely used to that. Squirrels rustle through the leaves, doesn't make a damn to the deer. But when you step on a stick and it cracks, it's an immediate head turn. It's an immediate look around. I mean, think about it. When you're sitting in your stand and you hear a couple sticks break, what do? You automatically turn your head in the direction of the sticks. The deer, the rabbits, the squirrels are the same exact way. The sixth thing you're doing wrong, not getting out early enough. You want to be in your deer stand 30 minutes to an hour before twilight. It is essential to have that window of silence in between entering the woods. The seventh thing you're doing wrong. Now, I'm totally not against a midday hunt. But during these hours, if it's not extremely cold, the chances of you seeing that deer, that whitetail, is very slim to none. The eighth thing you're doing wrong. You get impatient, lazy. You set your bow down somewhere. You got to fumble to get it into the stand, into your hand. I personally have missed my personal best because I was sitting in my deer stand. I was on my phone. I was twiddling my thumbs in my pockets. And next thing I knew, I had a deer staring me dead in the face. The worst thing you can do is make eye contact with a deer and then blink. They have a sixth sense, believe it or not, to be able to sense that when something's staring at them. I believe humans, squirrels, rabbits are all the same. They have that sixth sense. You definitely don't want to miss your shot. I had a deer, 14-point buck, standing right in front of me. Look at me. I mean, he was just looking me dead in the eyes, and I never broke contact once. And he just stared and stared and stared and stared. And then eventually he just hopped up on his hind legs and boof, off he went. And by the time I grabbed my bow up from the hanger, he was gone. The eighth thing you're doing wrong while deer hunting, you're spending too much money on gear. When I go out, I have never lost a kill off of my $13 broadheads. Now, I've seen guys go out and spend $80 on a broadhead, shoot the deer, and still never find the deer. The ninth thing you're doing wrong while deer hunting, taking a hit or miss shot. 50-50 chance you might hit it, 50-50 chance you might not. The worst thing you can do is shoot at a deer and miss and go home just feeling like an absolute loser, and I've done it hundreds of times. The ninth thing you're doing wrong while deer hunting, you're not giving that deer time to lay down and die. When you shoot a deer and it is not a heart shot, lung shot, brain shot even, and that deer runs off and you go chasing it, you're filling, number one, you're filling the meat with adrenaline, which is what gives it that nasty deery taste. It makes the meat taste like it looks. The best thing you can do is be patient, maybe try to fill another tag in between 3 to 8 hours to go look for the deer, depending on where you shot it at. Most cases, you took a clean, ethical shot, it's straight through the heart and lungs, and that deer isn't going to go far. But when it lays down and dies and you automatically just run up to it, you are filling that meat with adrenaline, and it is just the worst thing you can do. It makes the deer taste completely different. My favorite shot personally with my bow is neck. I've never had a deer run. They drop. But not only are you filling that meat with adrenaline, you're as well jumping that buck or that doe or that fawn or that button buck, which I don't kill fawns or button bucks, but just to say it, you're jumping him up out of his bed, and he's running 100 yards each time. The 10th thing you're doing wrong while deer hunting, cracking open sodas. It's a dead giveaway. The squirrels will avoid you. Any wildlife, birds, you'll just set them off like an alarm, and you will not see nothing for the rest of the day. Twist top bottles only.